Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel, TLCKP. Welcome if you are new. I know I haven't posted anything for a while. So this channel, the videos I've posted previously have been about family, health, my health especially. But today's video is going to be quite different, as you will see from the title. It is going to be about my budgeting and debt payoff journey. So this is where I'm gonna focus my channel from now. We're gonna do some cash stuffing and talk about some debt and things like this. So I will give health updates as they are needed. This year 2024 has been a bit of a crazy year for me health-wise. I'm still fully reliant on TPN 7 nights a week. I still have my tube, which gives me, so I have a GJ tube now, so a gastric jejunal tube. So this gives me the opportunity to drink and vent out the drinks that I'm drinking and vent out any acid and things like this, just as and when needed. And through the jejunal port, I put my medications. Anyway, so this year has been quite interesting. So my health started to go downhill, I'd say around October time last year. I had some tests done over Christmas, New Year time. Unfortunately, we couldn't find there was no answers. So I ended up, first of all, in March, I ended up in my local hospital due to a muck up with my tube. So my tube broke, the peg J that I had at the time. And so I was in there for a week, and they put in a NJ tube. So I was back with an NJ, but I still had my peg J tube in, just without the J part, which was the bit that had broken. So I had the NJ just for medications. Then I was admitted into Addenbrooke's in May when a bed became available due to my weight, because I'd lost a lot of weight. Excuse me. Just have a quick drink. So then I was only in for a week. Again, they couldn't find out any answers. So I was let home, and then in August I had some electrolyte imbalances that were quite dangerous. Ended up in my local hospital via A&E Majors department, only for a couple of nights. Luckily, then they balanced out my electrolytes, sent me home on the Saturday, I believe, and then a few days later I was back in Addenbrooke's because they wanted to find out why my electrolytes were unbalanced. The day I got in, so I believe it was the following Friday, I was admitted. My electrolytes unfortunately had unbalanced again. So again, it was not great, all quite dangerous, unfortunately. So I was then in for a week, and luckily they sent me home just before my birthday, which was nice. So again, they rebalanced my electrolytes, changed my prescription on my TPN, and sent me home. So then, so that leads us to the middle of November, and unfortunately I came down with I got a high temperature, which unfortunately with TPN you are highly likely to get infections, and unfortunately I did. So because my Hickman line goes through into my heart, it's what they call a central line, it's susceptible to infection, and that's what I got. So yeah, so I was discharged actually last Monday. So the beginning of December, and came home, and luckily they saved my line and everything was okay. They treated the infection and everything was good. So now that leads me to the video today. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but what with my health issues and things like this, I've, to be honest, not got around to it, and I'm really, really nervous. I haven't done this for a while, and I've never done it like this. So yeah, I mean, I don't, if you've seen any of my TikTok videos or Instagram videos for my Etsy shop, so TLCKP shop, you'll know that I've been posting little cash stuffing videos for a few weeks, although I have taken a bit of a break since being in hospital. But yeah, so I've done a few of them, but unfortunately you can't talk very long, and yeah. So yeah, I will move into the budgeting side of things now. So thank you for listening if you're still here. So budgeting wise, we unfortunately got ourselves into a bit of a pickle with debt. So I have had debt for a very long time. I mean, since I was able to. Since I was 18, got my first credit card. Didn't know what I was doing with it. Yeah. So we attempted to start sorting our budget out and budgeting and things like this, and digitally cash stuffing since I'd say the beginning of 2022. So nearly 3 years ago now, which is crazy. And I believe at that time our debt was £25,000, just under. So in the September of 2021, it was 24,500. So it'd gone up £500. I believe it was that anyway, in only those like few months. And to be honest, I was fed up of it, fed up of having so much debt. And anyway, we went mad with it. You know, every spare penny was going to it. We didn't overspend on anything. And then, I don't know, things, you know, we needed things, and, you know, like our washing machine broke, and, you know, we had no saving. We had no emergency fund or anything like that to cover it. And then, you know, one thing led to another. You know, it was, oh, my laptop broke, so I needed to get a new laptop. But it wasn't just, I didn't just get any laptop. I got a decent laptop because I didn't want it to break and not last like the previous one. And then, because I got a new laptop, my husband wanted to get a new laptop. So, you know, it's just, and then, you know, we needed to get a new sofa. And of course, the debt mounts up, up. You know, so all this progress we'd made with the debt, getting it down to below 20,000, we kind of just completely ruined that by just going back into debt more. You know, we got new furniture from IKEA because of the TPN stuff. So we needed space for it. And because of all my Etsy stuff, like my Etsy, to run my Etsy shop, all the equipment needed. So, you know, and then new furniture for that. So it all came from IKEA. So it was an IKEA loan, effectively. That's how they do it, like credit from IKEA. Luckily, because we'd paid off so much, we'd paid off a lump since the beginning of 2022, we'd managed to improve our credit rating, our credit score. So I know it's not an important thing when you're focusing on just clearing debt, but when you want to add debt or shift debt around and things like this, it's quite handy because then you become eligible for not just super high interest debt like we had, but for 0% credit cards and things like this for balance transfers. Now, I will say that the majority of our current debt is no interest. We don't pay any interest. Couple we pay interest on, but that's it. Nothing compared to what we was paying. I mean, we were paying, oh my God, like maybe like £600 a month just on interest. And now we're paying £60-70 a month. It's nothing compared to what it used to be. So I'm very happy with that. But yeah, so as it stands at the moment, and this is not a video for going into detail about my debt, but as it stands at the moment, we owe just under £20,000. So at the beginning of this year, January this year, we were at our peak debt, and we owed £28,000. Hell of a lot of money. And so we are now, as it stands currently, we are just below 20,000. But I will do a debt confession video. I'll do that in a future video. But today we are doing cash stuffing, and now, like I said, we started with digitally cash stuffing. So just using like we've got Monzo, which is great. I have my main bank account as well, which all the money we get paid in goes into that account, and that our main direct debits, our household direct debits, most of them go out of that. But then basically we transfer the money, like any money that isn't allocated for the main bank accounts, direct debits, out. And every time money goes in, we transfer it out, apart from the beginning of the month when we leave what needs to stay in there. Then throughout the rest of the month, we transfer the money over to Monzo, and I use a Google sheet that I created just to keep a track of what's going in, what I need to pay out, any direct debits that are going out, mainly just like debt ones, to be honest, or when we change things over, like we got a new home insurance provider, so we changed our home insurance, the bank account, from the main bank account to our Monzo joint account. So both me and my husband have personal accounts with Monzo, and we have a joint account. Mostly things go in and out of the joint account. I mean, our personal accounts are just for, like, I don't know, any money that we get for Christmas or birthday that we want digitally, or if I do any surveys, things like this. Nothing really. It's not, we haven't got high balances, I can assure you. Nothing, hardly at all in them. But I have decided recently we've been doing more actual physical cash, which is what we've got here, to stuff. And yeah, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. So I've been using my Filofax Saffiano purse for a while, even before I was cash stuffing, like actually physical cash. So I've now got I sell these on Etsy, these cash envelopes, just the zipper ones with the font on it. So please check out my Etsy store at TLCKP. There is a link in the description below for that. So anyway, so today we are going to be stuffing some of these envelopes and also some money into birthdays. So we'll count the cash and then we'll go through it. So let's see what we've got. So we should be stuffing £345. I will say it won't hardly ever be this much money. We've just got some extra money in Christmas that we've saved up throughout the year, so that's here in cash. And it's the beginning of our month. Because of the money we get in comes in, the main bulk comes in on the 8th, unless it's a weekend like it was this time, and in which case it came in on the last working day before, which was Friday, so the 6th. So anyway, so we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, sorry, I'm not very good at this, 140, 160, 180, 200. So we've got 220s, and then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So we're at 290, 295, 300, 305, 310, 315, 320, forgetting where I'm at, 325, 330, 35, 40, 345. Right. That is actually correct. I can't believe I actually counted that correctly. So let's put these back in here. So this, what I'm using as a cash tray is actually a Cath Kidston Billy toast rack. But I really love it. I'm a huge Cath Kidston fan. And yeah, I just think it's super cute. Very plain, but very cute. And it's... The Billy toast rack is something I've wanted for a while. Oh, it's a bit dusty, which is annoying. Yeah, but they were hard to get hold of when I tried to get hold of them, not when they were first released. So, let's get into it. So, as a normal week to week, we would normally stuff... excuse me, got a hiccup. I'm just going to have a quick drink. Oh, just got hot blackcurrant, so hot water with blackcurrant squash. It's very nice. So we do have money left over in groceries. That was because when I was in hospital, my husband managed to make do with the 2 kids. Oh yeah, I should mention that I have 3 children. One, my eldest, who no longer lives at home, is 19 and she will be 20 in February. Doesn't feel real, but yeah. And then my son, who does live at home, and he's just finished senior school. He's now at college. He's recently started his first job, just working at McDonald's. So proud of him for that, and he's doing well. So he is 16 and will actually be 17 in... Oh, let me look. Well, next Sunday. So the 21st. So he'll actually be 17 then. So yes. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm really nervous though. Yeah. I don't know why I'm so nervous, but yeah, having a nearly 20-year-old and a nearly 17-year-old is scary. But yes, and then we have our youngest one, which, yes, you may wonder, if you've seen my previous videos, then you know, but I have a 3-year-old, so big age gap. Sorry, that's really bugging me. Whatever that is, must be something in there. And on this one, yeah. So I'm just going to shut that, and then I won't be distracted by it. Yeah. So my youngest, Tiny P, as she will be known, is actually 4 in February. So we're actually just trying to find a school place for her at the moment. It's between 2 schools, and I like one, my husband likes the other. So, and he's seen both schools, he's viewed both, but I couldn't go on the tour for the big school, shall we say, because it was because I was in hospital, so I couldn't actually go. So yeah, that was not great. I think I was having my tube changed that day, and then I got the infection day and a half later. So yeah, so I couldn't actually go that afternoon. And then they had another one the following week, which I was going to go to, but unfortunately I was in hospital by then because I went on the Monday. So anyway, I diverse. Right, back to the regular schedule of events, regular schedule programming. Right, so we are going to be stuffing £90 into Christmas this week. The only reason for that, now usually it would be £60 every week, which is what we stuff. So we have a very tiny budget. So like I said, there is my husband, my son, and my youngest daughter. She does have allergies, and she's very fussy when it comes to food. She has some sensory requirements too. So yeah, so she's quite specific. She doesn't like food to touch, things like this. So yeah, so it's difficult, very difficult. So we tend to be on like a rotation with her, with meals. So she tends to eat the same thing pretty much all the time. The same sort of like combination of like three meals that she'll eat. Doesn't have sauce, although she will eat baked beans, but they can't be touching anything else. And occasionally she'll feel brave and dip a chip in if she's got some chips, but that's rare. Mostly it's quite dry food, things like that. But she is amazing and we love her so much. She's so funny as well. So yeah, she's got a right little personality coming out, and she can be very cheeky. Like this morning, like we put our Christmas tree up. Oh, hubby put the Christmas tree up yesterday whilst we were out, and he also so he just put the tree up, and because we decorate it with the kids, and it was quite funny because this morning she was in the lounge, so I was out of the lounge. I won't tell you what I was doing, but I was out of the lounge, and hubby was in the kitchen making breakfast, and I saw from the hallway, I saw the lights on the tree flick on, just for like a couple of seconds, and then they went off again. I asked hubby whether or not he put the lights on. He said no. So I was like, what are you doing to Tiny P? And she said, oh, I'm just putting the lights on. She wanted the Christmas tree lights on, so she tried putting them on herself by plugging them in herself. And yeah, hopefully I don't get no hate for this, but bless her, we did tell her, not to do that because it's dangerous, so not to do it just in case she hurts herself. But it was also quite sweet that she wanted the lights on, so she tried to do it herself because she was a big girl now and she could do it herself. But we did have to let her know that she's not that big yet, so she can't be plugging things in. But yeah, she is fine. She's totally safe, totally fine. She did not hurt herself. But yeah, sorry, it was just very cute that she wanted the Christmas tree lights on because she likes looking at them. So yeah, sorry. Again, I get off topic. I promise you I will go back now. But anyway, so yes, £90 going into Christmas Day, because when we were last out on, I believe it was Friday, I can't remember, but maybe Friday, when we last went shopping after getting out of hospital, we were in the supermarket, and I didn't have enough money in Christmas, or in I didn't use the money out of home. Anyway, I've replaced the money out of home, and yes, so I've transferred the money digitally for Christmas, and my daughter asked me to pick something up, so I had that digitally. So we've now drawn that on cash, and hence groceries getting 90. So, should we actually get around to actually doing the cash stuffing? That would be good. So, I've got £5 coins in there, and I've got £20 left over from last week. So, we are going to do, just checking my cheat sheet. So, we're going to do 3 20s, 2 10s, and 2 5s. I don't know why I chose those denominations, but I did. Oh, and they're both Charles. Interesting. Right, so we're stuffing 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. Okay. I promise you I will get on with this video now, because I've just noticed how long I've been recording for. So yes. Right, let's put them in there. Oh, this £5, the machine just wouldn't take it at the tills. I'm gonna have to go to a manned till and get them to take it from there, because it just wouldn't accept it. Anyway, right, so now in groceries we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, yeah, 105, 110, and the change makes it 115. So that's quite good for us. Ooh, I'm quite proud of us because we never leave money in groceries. So yeah, that's quite good. Yeah, and there would have been more had we not borrowed from groceries envelope when we were in the supermarket. Anyway, so then we are putting money into Christmas. So Christmas is actually getting quite a bit. So I can get rid of that. Oof, don't know what that is. So there's only £10 left in there. But I'm paying some money back into Christmas because I don't remember why. I took money out of Christmas. I don't remember. Anyway. Oh, yes. So my son wanted £25 in cash for a Christmas present, and he sent the money to me digitally. So I just took it out Christmas. So that's getting paid back in. So we are adding £145 into Christmas. So we're doing 5 20s, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. Oh yeah, I thought that was wrong then because I thought, oh dear, I haven't got 2 20s, but no, we're right. So 20, 40, 60, 81, and then 3 10s. So 10, 20, 30, so we've got 130, and 3 5s. Cool. So 5, 10, and 15. Right, so let's add it to the £10, the lonely £10 that's in there. With Christmas, I do start saving for Christmas the year before. So, yeah. And I'm hoping to release some special little Christmas savings binders. So, because I want to do my Christmas savings different rather than just doing one savings envelope or one pot online. It got very confusing. So, yeah. So I'm going to do that. And hopefully I'm going to be able to release it on Etsy, and fingers crossed, keep an eye out for that. But yeah, so we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Oh my God, I'm so bad at this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. 155. Yes, that's correct. Right, we've got 155 now in Christmas. Okay, so that should help. I mean, we've got to do our Christmas food shopping and things like that. So, yeah. So if I need some more, I'll take it out next week. And I'll do my cash stuffing for next week. Okay. Right. So that's Christmas done. Right. Home. Right. So we've got money left in there, which is good. So we've got £15 left over from last month. Now that is good because we only stuff 35 a month. So that's quite good. Right, so home is getting 30. So we've got 10, 20, and 2 5s. So 25, 30. Cool. And then we've still got 10 and we've still got 15 left in there. So let's just add this up. I promise I will get better at counting the cash. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. Oh, that's good. That is good. I'm happy with that. It gives us a nice amount. Home just goes towards really anything like, cleaning related, or for example, like Tiny P, she's in nappies of a night still. Like, she's a pain when it comes to sleep. Like, if anyone's got any tips for little ones that just want to be held, basically, just want to feel your touch all night long, and she's all right if she gets into a deep sleep, because she will sleep in her bed. But if she goes into that light sleep, or whatever you call it, oh, she's no good. She just wakes up and she's just returning. So if you can hear my ring doorbell, then that's what's happening. She's just getting back from preschool. So hubby has got 20, 40, 55, and he's getting £5 this week. We just give ourselves £5 a week, and the kids, my son and Tiny P, or Big K as he's known as, will be getting £5. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. So hubby's now got 60. So hubby's now got 60 in his. Let's just do that. This is why I want to change from these zipper envelopes, because they are a touch too big for the Saffiano. So yeah, I'm gonna do some other envelopes for the Saffiano purse. They're alright for like the binders and things, but yeah, it's a bit of a pain for this. Right, I am also getting £5. So yeah, so I've stuffed the kids' ones digitally. Tiny P's is in here, but I'll just withdraw it when I get to a whole note amount. So like I say, she gets £3 every week because we're on such a tight budget, because most of our money goes to debt, to be honest. So 20, 40, 50 is what I had, and then add 5. So we've got 55 in there now. Okay. And then, like I say, Tiny P, we'll see what she's got, but she's not getting anything cash-wise. She's got £25. She had a lot more than this about a month or two ago. Oh, someone's just knocking at my door. Just hold on a minute. 1 second. Right. That was just a delivery for my eldest daughter getting delivered to my house for some reason. I don't know why. Right, so Tiny P has £25 in cash. She also has some money digitally. My son has his money digitally, and yeah, there is some other envelopes like subscriptions we have digitally, medical, so like anything that I need. So when I do my medications, I require, I'll just grab one for you, I'll be able to show you. I require to use these kind of pots because I use liquid medications, or I have to add liquid to like the medications to go through my tube because I can't take them orally. So yeah, so this is what I use. So I buy them on Amazon. Yeah, I can't. What else do I buy on Amazon? There's a specific toothpaste that I use, which comes on Amazon. So yeah, I just take them out of medical, to be honest. So I just leave that digitally because that will be spent on Amazon, or if needed, anything else. Anyway, so drink. Now, when I say drink, I don't. Well, sometimes I mean alcohol, but majority of the time I don't. So hubby likes Pepsi, the Pepsi Max Cherry. And so year before last, I think it was, we got a soda stream. And so this drink amount goes towards if he needs, so him and Big K, my son, they like having cans as well. So like cans of drink. So that gets used for that. It also gets used for the soda stream, the syrup stuff, so like the flavour. Also for the, sometimes it depends what's in there. Sometimes it gets used for the CO2 as well. The bottles like, of CO2 that you need to use for a soda stream. They make the water fizzy. So yeah, so it gets used for a variety of things. But yeah, that does get a reasonable amount each month. So like this month, we upped it to £60 a month a while ago, just because we was pulling it from other areas and groceries and all this, and it just wasn't working. So drink is getting 60. So it is a lot though. I do cut that. So 20, 40. Hubby has cut down on the amount of that he's actually drinking, so that's good. And then we've got 2 5s. Yeah, you've done it right. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 55, £60 going into drink this month. Sorry, that Tiny P coming to say hello. So, yeah, £60 going into drink. So, I can't get the notes to look nice, which is really annoying. Sorry, I get a bit... Eek. I get a bit hasty. If you can hear her, she's just asking for her tablet. Because she wants to watch some, no doubt, Ben and Holly, because she loves Ben and Holly. So, yep, that's everything stuffed into here. So we have just stuffed £335 into here. Right, so let's just move this out of the way and bring in birthdays binder. So I have two birthdays binders. So I have this one here, and I have birthdays too. So in birthdays, we have, so when I started this, it was just putting the order of the birthdays that were coming next. So this is me, so mine was in the middle of September, and then hubby's was the middle of, oh no, then you go, 1 second, let me just grab the other binder. Here we go. So my birthday is the middle of September. Then we've got, so I think I'd already done his by this point. But yeah, so then you've got nephew 2, who's at the end of September. Then you go to hubby, who's middle of October. Then you have, oh, then we have my younger sister. Wow, ish. Who is soon. Her birthday is in 9 days, so it's just the middle of December. And then we have Big K. He's the, like I said, the 21st. So who do we have next? All right. Then we have my mum, whose birthday is the 11th of January. I will mention with my kids, because we're on a really tight budget, and you know, I feel terrible. So I do try to go a bit more extreme at Christmas, but they get £40 for their birthdays, unless it's a highly special birthday, like will be for Big K next year. He will be 18, so I will talk about that in a second, what I'm going to do for that. But yeah, so he's got £40 for his birthday. So my mum has currently got, I don't know, 30, I think. I think she's got 30. I should know that. So her birthday is 11th of January. Then we've got my mum's partner, who is towards the end of January. Yes. Then we have my eldest daughter. So she is the one that we're actually going to be stuffing today. So let's do that while we're here. So Big C. So she's got 15 at the moment. So we're going to be adding 10. So she's now got 25. So like I said, I do 40 unless it's a special. So like for her 21st, that would obviously be a special one. And for Big K's 18th, which is next year. So we need to focus on that. And I will worry about Big C's 21st nearer the time. Not right now. So she's now got 25 in her. So just another 15 to go for Big C. And then she's done. So then we've got Tiny P. So once I've finished, once Big C's up to 40, not long, then we will stuff Tiny P's envelope. So I like, this is the first time I've done this, so I'm effectively like snowballing each week the birthdays. So I just allocate £10 a week to birthdays, and yeah, fingers crossed, it works throughout the year. Like between like August, yeah, I'd say like August to, well, I've got two birthdays in June, one at the beginning of July, then I've got 2 in August, then I've got 1 in September, 1 in October, 2 in December, 2 in January, 2 in February, 2 of which are my kids. Then we've got 1 in May. So March and April we've got none. So, you know, even though we'll be stuffing £10 a week in the months that we have no birthdays, obviously we'll just be able to get ahead of ourselves. So yeah, that's, I'm hoping that'll work. But as we're only on the 9th of December, and we're stuffing for 2 months' time currently. For Big C on the 7th of February. Yeah, I don't think we're going too bad. So yeah, so Tiny P is the 18th of February. And then, not to go anniversary just yet, let's see, Sister 3. So this is my mum's ex-partner's daughter. So it was just easier to put that than that. So yeah, so she's the beginning of May. So she's the 5th of May. Then we come to our anniversary, which is the 23rd of May, so our wedding anniversary. So this year, 2025, will be 16 years married. So we got married in 23rd of May 2009. Yes, just a cheap wedding, but if you're new here, you won't know, but I'm in a wheelchair, so I can't walk. But when I got married, which happened just after I got married, but when I got married, I was able to walk, basically, and was able to walk down the registry office aisle. So one day it would be nice to go abroad and do the whole wedding properly. Obviously, I won't be walking, but it'd just be nice, you know, not to get a dress off eBay and things like that, which is what we did. And my husband actually wore a Primark suit that wasn't actually bought for our wedding. It was actually purchased for my cousin's son's christening that we couldn't go to in the end. So yeah, we tried to do it cheap. And just in this one, that's gift. So if there's like anything extra, we just need to get a card for somebody, like a random, then yeah, we can. So that's all that's in that binder. So that takes us up to the 23rd of May. And then we're on, I don't know what that is. Then we're on this one. So my niece, so my sister's daughter, is the 23rd of June. Then we have my mum's ex-partner, who I still am very close to. So yep, so he's the 29th of June. Then my brother-in-law, so my middle sister's husband, new husband, I was about to say partner, but no, they got married in July. So new partner, and his birthday is the, I want to say the 3rd or 5th of July. I can't remember right now. And then my nephew, so my younger sister's oldest is the 13th of August. And then my middle sister is the end of August, so the 30th. And then obviously I've already spoke about my youngest nephew. My current youngest nephew is on the end of September, the 28th, I think. Anyway, so yeah, so they're my birthdays. So yep, so we are just working on Big C at the moment until she has got 40 pounds, and then we'll be moving on to Tiny P and getting her up to 40. So that is all the cash gone. So I did just want to say, so when I'm doing my budgeting, when I'm trying to figure out my budget for that particular month, so I go through and I find out, so like if I get a notification, like an email or a message from somebody telling me that I'm going to be, like, a bill is going up or things like this, I do this. So just like for this month, December budget note, so TV license was going up from £13.25 to £15. Don't know why, but it is. And then you can just see my notes here for November. It was just that my gas are going up to 35. That anything in my main bank account, which is NatWest, rollover goes to my NatWest credit card. It's got to be gone by August. And just how much I was going to put to Christmas and debt, what I hope to do anyway. And yeah, so then you've got, what is these? What am I looking at here? Oh yes, they are for the TV license dates, what's going on there. So I just make little notes in my notebook and just say, oh, well, so like when I did my December budget, which I did, so I made a mock budget, like a rough budget, a couple of months ago to take me up to the end of the year. So I definitely need to do January soon. But so I just had to go in and change some things based on the November budget dates and things like this, because obviously dates change quite a bit for some things. And, you know, so the way I run my budget is I run it, say, so like specifically, so like I said, my budget starts on the 8th. So I would run it from the 8th to the 15th. So I run 4-week month. That's it. Well, 4-week budget. It's technically not a week. It's about 8 days, I believe. It's usually 8 days. So this one would run from the 8th to the 15th. And then next week's budget will start from the 16th and run until the 23rd. And then week 3 for this month will be the 24th to the 31st. And then the last week will be the 1st till, well, whenever. It has to go up until the 7th. So it might not start until the 2nd, which means it'll only be a 5-day budget. But it'll always go up to the 7th. So I'll always run my budget from the 8th to the 7th of the month. And just do it over 4 weeks because, yeah. So it's effectively 8 days for the first 3 weeks. And whatever many days are left for the final week. So yeah, I believe in February there's only going to be about 3 or 4 days on that final week, but it is what it is. I also run a zero-based budget. So at the end of the month, so by the 7th of every month, I zero out my bank account. Now that doesn't mean spend every penny you've got in your account. That just means like put it all to save, put whatever's left into savings, towards debt, or whatever your priorities are. So we are saving money towards emergency fund, which is digital. So I just put £5 a week into that. I know the consensus for many is to save £1,000 starter emergency fund and then pay off debt. For example, the Dave Ramsey way. Get that baby emergency fund going and then focus your energies onto debt and do the debt snowball method. So we kind of we don't do the snowball, but we don't do the avalanche. We just kind of do our own thing, basically. We just do a personalized debt payoff method. Again, I'll explain more in the debt conversion video. But yeah, so our other digital cash stuffings that we do, digital stuffings that we do is eating out, that we allocate ourselves £40 a month, and that's it. Obviously, over time, that has had to go up due to inflation and things like this. Yeah, and that's, like I mentioned earlier, we stuff subscriptions. I'll go into more detail in the future when I'm talking about my 2025 budget and things I want to do for it. So I will do that with you. So do that as a 2025 cash setup or setup video, not cash setup, just setup. Yeah, because I'm going to introduce some savings, which will be almost no different to the amount of money that we're saving each week now. I'm just going to do it in a different way. So like, especially for Big K's 18th, there'll be a little savings thing for that, little challengey thing. Although I've got a set amount of money that's going towards it each week, it'll just be like a little challengey thing for me. And then I'm going to roll over the money for the subscriptions, and I've got some other savings that I have to do for next year, like Tiny Peas, school uniforms, and things like this. But like I said, I would go into that in another video. Although you've pretty much heard some of it. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else, and I think I've spoken for way too long. This is such a long video, such a long first video, but there were some things that needed to be spoken about, and yeah, because this is my first cash stuffing budgeting video for this channel, I needed to explain something. So yes, I promise you future cash stuffings, like weekly cash stuffings, will not be this long. I can promise you that. Obviously the first week of the month will be a bit longer because there's more money to stuff. Usually there won't be. There'll be much less money to stuff. But yeah, and so yes, so thank you if you've got all the way to the end of this extremely long video. Thank you if you are a returning viewer. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification to remind you, to let you know of any future videos that I post. I promise I will try to be, I can promise I will try. This is what I can promise. I will try to be as consistent as possible with my videos. I can't promise they are going to be every single week on a set day, but I can promise that they will be as often as I can do them. So, what with my health and things like this, some things might come up, but I will keep you updated if that does happen. Anyway, thanks for watching, and like I say, please hit the like and subscribe button and the little bell notification to be notified of any future videos. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.